I guess I should have brought a T-shirt with me.
Ah, you're right. Okay, you're live, I think. And
Oh, we're
if
live!
you're not live, you'll be live in a
Dude,
second
we're
or
live.
two,
This is
yeah.
insane.
Oh, there you go.
I
There you
can't
go.
believe it.
You're live. You're live.
Oh
You're
my
live.
God!
NAS is live!
What's up, everybody?
Oh my God! Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen! NAS Daily! Oh my God!
Okay. Hi, everybody. My friend James Deacon and I are going live. We're just gonna talk for.
We're just gonna talk. That's it.
We're just gonna talk. We're gonna talk for 1 hour. If you want, you can stay. If it's boring, then we apologize. We'll do better next time.
How did you finance this in the beginning?
Yeah, I would love more people to ask about money because it is the one thing we dedicate 10 hours of our lives for. Every person with a
And we
normal
don't talk
job.
about it, right?
Yeah, like
I mean, yeah.
most people. Do you think someone really wants to work at McDonald's? Do you think they really enjoy making hamburgers? I don't think so. I think they enjoy living a decent life and making that money. So I don't get why we spend 10 hours and not talk about the thing we work for. So my money journey is very simple. I didn't grow up rich. I didn't grow up poor. I grew up middle class in Israel. I applied to Harvard. Harvard costs $60,000 a year.
Mhm.
I asked my dad, do you have that money? He said no. I asked Harvard, can you give me that money? They said yes. So I got a full scholarship because we couldn't afford it. So I didn't have to pay for that expensive education. So I graduated debt-free, which is most people don't.
In the U.S., it's unheard of.
It's unheard of to
almost.
graduate debt-free unless you're super rich. So debt-free, now I can start a very easy life comparison. So I got a software engineering job at PayPal. PayPal is all about money, so they pay very well. And New York pays very, very well. So in New York, a software engineer can get paid $120,000 a year.
That's back in 2000
And 14.
Okay.
And so now it's probably 130 or 135. But all in, I was getting $120,000 a year. I was single, living in a shared apartment. So after a year and a half, I saved $60,000. And I spent $60,000 and the rest for taxes. Great. I quit my job. Now I have $60,000. And since I started college, zero money from my parents. It's very important not to take money from your parents. So $60,000, how do you turn these into a sustainable living? I started NAS Daily. I asked myself, how much time do you need to start making money? I told myself I need 1 year. So $60,000 was supposed to cover me for 1 year. And it did. All my travels, all the hotels, everything. And I was very cheap. And in India, it doesn't cost that much. So all my savings for the first year. And then money started happening. Okay. After 1 year, I hit 1 million followers. And so I started making $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month consistently. From advertising, from brands,
But they didn't have the Facebook didn't have the ads yet, right?
yeah, essentially from brands.
Okay, so this was you dealing directly with the brand.
Yeah, selling stock footage or doing a video for them or whatever. So I was making $3,000 to $5,000 consistently, and at some point Facebook turned on ads. So I started making from that around $5,000. So I started making $10,000 a month. And that was exactly how much I was making at Venmo. Boom, done. I made it, right? I was able to create the same salary from a completely different job that's a lot more fun. And little did I know that it was going to go a lot more after that. Then NAS Daily started growing. 5 million, 10 million, 15 million followers, 14 million followers or whatever. And then so the brand of NAS Daily started becoming more and more valuable. So I started charging for speaking engagements. I started charging for videos. I started charging for everything. I started charging $2,000 for a speaking engagement. People paid. Then I started charging $5,000. They paid. 20. They paid. 50. They paid.
No freaking way!
Yeah. So
Whoa.
so I literally comfortably ask for 30 to 50,000 US dollars to fucking talk for one fucking day.
NAS, don't charge me, please. It's a startup podcast.
And some people pay. And it blows my mind. And it's simple. If they don't pay, I just don't have the time to dedicate to someone else's conference.
Did you value your time? Was that how you came up with that? Oh, well, it was a little bit of both. You were pushing the envelope as far as you can.
Yeah.
But
I think I want to push it further next year. But yeah, I'm pretty much pushing the envelope because you always have to be worth more and more. And then I started a company. Oh no, then there's also the Facebook advertising. So Facebook advertising starts growing up as well. For every 1 million view, you can make $1,000 on average, or $700.
Doesn't seem so much.
It is not. But when you have 100 million views,
You're talking channel.
the channel, maybe if you have the channel gets roughly 130 million views in a month. But of those, I think like 70 are monetized, 70 million, or maybe 50 are monetized.
Okay.
And so 50 million, so you can make $50,000 a month from the Facebook ads, because between 30 to 60,000, it really depends on whatever. It's amazing.
Do they pay better than YouTube or not?
I think they pay worse than YouTube, but that's the beauty of NAS Daily, is it was never started for the money. So I don't care if YouTube pays more. I'm just happy to be on Facebook. And then we started the company. The company makes videos for other companies, right? If you're Pfizer, if you're Western Union, if you're Uber, if you're Facebook and you want videos, we can create those videos for you. And then we charge them more for that. And the company started making, I don't know, between $100,000 to $200,000 a month.
Do you have to be in every video?
No,
Not necessarily.
not necessarily every video. So now we comfortably can look at around between $2 to $3 million a year. And this is my financial journey. Completely financially naked to everybody on Facebook and everyone.
Very, yeah.
Very fun. Yeah, I mean, I want to grow it to more, but you know, you go from full scholarship to 120, which is a big jump, obviously, because of New York. And then you go from 2K, 5K, 10K, and then you go to 100K, then 200K. And then ideally, you know, the company creates between, I want it to create 100 million someday. I don't know if that day will ever come, but I think that'll be a very interesting challenge.